Hey y'all, it's Day. So I'm gonna be doing a reading for us today. Very much looking forward to this reading, you guys. I'm happy to be on regular programming. I did a series of short form readings in the form of a service that I provide through my website, which will be in the comment section below, called Hot Takes. That is a 10-minute long reading for my clients that are looking for short, to the point, and direct messages. So if you're interested in any of my services, take a look at my website. You can also learn more about my readings there. I have an About Me section there if you're interested as well. And I have more long form services available, which is called All You Can Ask Oracle Den. So check me out. If you're interested, you can also follow me on Instagram, day_royale. I am coming soon with my Etsy shop I will be opening up, where I'll be selling candles, mojo bags, and more other fun things and items for you guys. So definitely take some time to look into that. Today I'm going to be doing a reading, and I think it's going to be more of a long form reading, but we'll just follow the vibes and see where it takes us. And I am using the Somnia Tarot deck today, which I love. You guys have seen it before if you've been following me for some time. So let's go ahead and get started. Angels, guides, ancestors, God source, and benevolent energies that stand in truth and love. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the guidance. Thank you for the protection. Please continue to guide and protect us as we walk our path. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I have one card that came out so far from all the others, so definitely interested in checking out that energy and what's that all about. Not sure why my camera's like being blurry. It's kind of cool. I don't really mind it. Let me let's see. If you don't mind, I don't mind. Really, my readings, you can just pay attention to the audio more so than the visual. So a lot of cards is coming out here, and as the cards are coming out in this manner, it definitely feels like someone getting opportunities unexpectedly, or something happening that would cause or prompt someone to pick it up, to take the next steps. So it's kind of this energy of someone, say someone has been wanting to do something, or they've already put the intention out for something, and they've been thinking about it for weeks, maybe even months, and then suddenly they get the green light to go through with it, and it just seems like, oh, I wasn't expecting this to be presented to me so fast. Now it's like someone else is giving them the green light, like, yep, and this is all you need, and if you would just send this to me, and yep, and then you have all the things, and it's just like, oh wait, shoot, like this is really happening. This is really what's going on. And so I'm definitely getting this energy of packing your bags, and that could be metaphorically or literally, but I'm also getting like paperwork for someone. Someone may be wanting to and able to get a passport, so it's like, yep, we're doing this, even though you've set intention for this for a while. So definitely with the cards coming out in the way that they are, as I'm preparing for this spread, there's definitely this energy of, I'm hearing wish fulfillment. Love that for you. Under the deck, undercurrent, no, top of the deck, undercurrent energy is the Fool card. So the message here is, don't hesitate. So when you get the green light, when you get the go, calmly and swiftly collect your things and take that step. Yeah, definitely with the full card coming out upright. Love that for you guys. So for whoever this message is for, prepare your mind more so, and your spirit is the way that it feels like, because whoever this message is for has already set intention for this. This is something that they've been thinking about already. There's this energy of like they're already physically ready, but they may not be mentally ready or spiritually ready. And the reason why they're not ready is because even though they've been manifesting this actively, setting intention for this actively, there was still this aspect of this themselves that had self-doubt about, or maybe had an idea of a time frame of when this would be possible. But spiritual team is coming through very clearly to saying that it is manifested and it is here, and so you'll be getting the green light soon. And so don't hesitate or doubt it, but to move quickly. Love that for you. So as I said, at the top of the deck, undercurrent energy, we had the Fool card. So continue to leap forward and to set your mind to expect to leap forward confidently. And the card that came way out over here, quit playing. This is the manifestation. This is the wish fulfillment I was hearing. This is the intention that you were setting. This is the thing that you kind of had a time frame, like, yes, I'm putting this out into the universe actively, but realistically, if I could think, it probably will just begin to happen in 3 months from now, or whatever your time frame was. Nope. It's now. The time is now. So wish fulfillment will be at your doorstep for whoever this message is coming from. We only need to recognize it and not hesitate when the smallest crack or jar of the door opening presents itself. If the door opens ajar, put your foot in there real quick. Like, do you want it or not? That's the energy, you guys. So on the top left of the deck, we have the 3 of coins coming out in reverse. And I'm hearing stopped. Very energy. This is giving me, it feels kind of past tense type of energy. In the past, you have been met with situations and circumstances where others aren't quick to help. Others aren't quick to lend a hand. Things didn't seem like there was enough oil in the cogwheels. Things were not going smoothly. So I'm also getting this imagery of someone being on the side of the road and their car is not cranking. If you've ever experienced that or witnessed that, where the car cannot crank so many times. And that's kind of like how it is in life, where the car has not cranked so many times, we can kind of lose faith that it ever will, even if the area has changed or the people have changed or time has went by. But there's this energy of you crank it this time and the engine starts, and that feeling that's just like, is it going? Is it going? It's going. It's going. It's on. That's the energy. So this past energy that's coming up in the form of the 3 of coins, others lending a hand, being helpful, things moving forward easily and fluidly for you. That is a part of the reason that's causing whoever this reading is for to kind of want to hesitate. But spiritual team is coming through clearly in this message to say, don't hesitate, take it, even if the door only opens ajar for you to move forward. Directly underneath this 3 of coins, which came out in reverse, we have the 4 of swords coming out, and I'm hearing the word rooted. There's definitely this energy of I've always deserved it coming through with the 4 of swords, which I think is kind of like an unconventional type of message to come through with the Four of Swords, but it definitely is still very accurate, I feel like. So the Four of Swords, I'm hearing the word rooted, and it feels like you've grounded this understanding, this knowing that you do deserve things to be easy for you. You've always deserved things to be easy for you. You've always deserved a helping hand. You've always deserved to be able to move forward and feel the fluidity of progress, of progression. And now spiritual team is asking that for whoever this message is for, to ground that knowing and that belief in your mindset, so that when this opportunity is presented to you, you don't hesitate. At the top of the deck, we have the Judgment card coming out in reverse, and I believe this is definitely speaking to this energy. It's kind of like when we've experienced something so many times, we no longer need those other external voices telling us something negative, because it's being repeated already in our head, like it's been imprinted. So if you've grown up around people and spaces that have always put you down or dampened your dreams or whatever, although we're in a new space, a new timeline, I'm hearing a new environment surrounded by new people, the old people, the old circumstances have still been living, as they say, rent free in our heads. But spiritual team is coming through very clearly to say, right now is the time to call judgment on yourself and your circumstance, and to be that mental anchor for yourself, that knowing that we just talked about, that mental grounded knowing that we always deserved ease, we always deserved a chance, we always deserved. I know someone dear to me that was always in situations where they were so used to being put down, they were always so used to I'm hearing being scolded, that when they met someone that was willing to take a chance on them, when they met someone that was actually interested in them, that did find them interesting, that did find them worthy, they actually started to question that person. So be mindful of that type of energy where you've been devalued so much that now you start to think anybody that shows interest in you, that shows love to you, that gives you a chance, there must be something wrong with them. That is a very degenerate place to be in. So that's why spiritual team is coming through very clearly to say to call judgment on yourself. And for whoever this message is for, they're kind of inclined to be on that latter, more degenerate type of mind frame and mind thinking. So it's very important to pick up practices and do whatever it is that you can. Use affirmations, all the practices. If you've been listening to my videos long enough, you know the practices to fight those negative inclinations. Okay, so not directly underneath this judgment card, which came out in reverse, but to the left of it and on the right of this Four of Swords, where spiritual team said to be mentally grounded about what you deserve, we have the Queen of Cups. So something about being anchored, mentally grounded in your knowing that you deserve a chance, that you deserve an opportunity, that you deserve the right to passage. That requires, I'm seeing a visual of the chest opening, of the heart opening. That's how it feels. So it requires, it's a form of, a level of, but it's not necessarily this, but it requires some form of vulnerability. The vulnerability, to be more specific, feels like letting yourself be worthy of. It's definitely giving me this energy of, if someone has been around toxic family members or toxic whatever dynamics, it's giving me this energy of how, okay, so the scenario is a child who has experienced neglect, has not been welcomed in the many forms and scenarios that can look like. They come across another family member or another person that, you know, when you go to someone's house and you ask, may I use the restroom, or there may be food or something like that, and you ask for permission, and the other person kind of responds harshly, not knowing what you've been through, but still welcoming you to do it. So it's like, well, no, you can't use the restroom since you felt like you needed to ask. Like, they almost feel offended that you felt like you needed to ask permission to use their restroom. Or if they have a whole bunch of food out and you are extra courteous because this is not something that you're used to, or something that has not been normalized for you in the past. You might be extra cautious. You're on your P's and Q's. You're used to walking on eggshells surrounding these circumstances, and they're like, yes, you can have food, like, help yourself, but they say it in a way that's kind of abrupt. So with the Queen of Cups coming out, there's this energy of someone being embarrassed about receiving, someone feeling embarrassed about being welcomed, or allowing themselves to fully be present in being welcomed. So I'm also getting energy of someone in a bathing suit, someone going to a pool party, and whatever their past experiences that caused them to be insecure about it in the past, this environment is not judging you. This environment is not counting the items of food on your plate. This environment is not regulating you in any capacity. And how someone who has, I'm hearing triggered, someone who has had these past experiences may, still put things on their plate, but be mindful of their portions, not because of themselves or that because they're currently on a diet, purely because of the external worry of evaluation or regulation or commentary. So spiritual team is coming through very clearly in this message, with the top of the deck being the Fool card, to say go all in, to lean into the discomfort, to know that you are welcome, to try as best as you can to stay in your body and to remain present as you are being received and or as you are receiving. So someone said, yeah, we got a buffet table over there, and the homework, the task for this assignment is to walk up to that table confidently and knowing that you deserve to fulfill yourself, to get full, to fill your plate. Your homework, your task is to walk, to get up from the table, to get up from your chair, even though you may feel like, oh yeah, everybody is thinking, of course the fat person is gonna get up and walk to the table. This is a likely scene to use your practices to continue to get yourself in a mental state that you are not doing that, and more so that you're present in your worthiness. So yes, that requires a level of vulnerability, but more so openness and willingness to be seen. An affirmation that I heard yesterday and that I've been working on is, I deserve to be seen. I deserve to be welcomed. I deserve to be witnessed. Yes, you deserve to be witnessed fixing your plate of a portion that of your choosing. Yes, you deserve to be seen in your bathing suit, You deserve to be witnessed. And how such a beautiful thing it is to be witnessed in your fullness without feeling the need to have to hide yourself or to shrink in any capacity. Underneath this Queen of Cups, we have the truth coming out in the form of the Ace of Swords. Spiritual team is coming through very clearly to say, this is the truth that you were always deserving. Coming out directly underneath the Queen of Cups. This is the truth that you are always worthy. This is the truth that you are meant to give and receive. And what you are tasked to give right now is of yourself. So of yourself in the form of the worthiness, the knowingness of being witnessed, to be seen. So directly underneath this Judgment card we talked about earlier, where spiritual team is encouraging whoever this message is for to call judgment on themselves and their situation in regards to their willingness to be fully present. We have the Sun card coming out, to be seen, to shine, and to be shown. Love that for you. Yes, spiritual team is asking us to call judgment on ourselves and allow ourselves, the aspects of ourselves that we have in the past hidden and or have allowed to be hidden or shrunken, to now be revealed, to be seen in its fullness for what it's worth. Directly underneath this Sun card, and also want to say with the Sun card, and you can't see it the best, but the flag and this robe that this person is dressing is burgundy. Burgundy is kind of between a really deep blood and brown. So sovereignty is coming through with this Sun card. Sovereignty. And this white horse is also you, like an aspect of you, but it's more so your gifts, your uniqueness, your quirks. It's your vehicle. The horse is your vehicle, and this is your sovereignty. And your spiritual team is wanting you to use your uniqueness, the shape of you, the weight of you, the knowing of you, the inclination of you, the desires of you, as to use those as a vehicle, and to know that you're sovereign in doing so. Huh? Like, huh? Okay. Oh shit. Okay. Alright. So directly underneath the Sun card, we have two cards, and then underneath those two cards we have a series of more cards. So the first card underneath the Sun card is the Six of Cups, and it's coming out in reverse. And on the right of that we have the Nine of Swords coming out in reverse. Ooh, and I'm hearing the word reprieve. This is a word that has come up in the past, and I forgot what it meant exactly. Reprieve. I think it was something about, I'm not even going to say. I'll leave the definition in the comment section below. I'm sure that it ties into this message. Okay. So with the Nine of Swords coming out in reverse, spiritual team is saying, by taking up this task, by doing this homework, by exercising, being present as you perform these tasks or move through them, it's an invitation and a passage to no longer being in states of mind where you're worried about things unnecessarily. I was gonna say externally, but it's not even external at this point. It's internal. So yes, we've experienced external things that have contributed to our anxiety and our self-doubt, and I'm hearing self-loathing and things, but it's also us. So taking up this task will put us in a position and change our trajectory moving forward. And we're talking about trajectory, and we just finished talking about the horse in the sun card being the vehicle. That is our uniqueness, our sovereignty, our talents, our personality, using those things as a vehicle to move forward and ride into the sunset as it came through the sun card. So with the 9 of Swords coming out in reverse, we have an opportunity to leave this mental environment that we've been in for a while, and to, as we're doing this, immediately we will reap rewards in many forms, and one of those forms is in the form of experience. So new experiences are available to us as we are following through on these tasks. Okay, so 6 of Cups. I feel like the 6 of Cups has a lot to say, or something to say, but it's not coming through just yet. It does feel more tangible. It does feel like support as well. And I'm hearing the word reprieve again. There is this energy of, okay, there are people in our vicinity and or within the vicinities that us following through on this task will take place, that we will actually be unlocking other people by following through on these tasks. And I keep being reminded of this pool party scenario where someone who perceives themselves as overweight or out of shape or just not meeting whatever standard is kind of sitting in their seat. There's this energy, like I said, of there's a table on the side of the pool where whoever's hosting the party has provided food for everyone there. There may be this energy of like, I'll let everyone else go first so that I can prove to myself and to others that I'm not greedy, that I'm not in a rush to go get food. No, you're deserving of being the first in line as well. So there's that energy where we will overcompensate, and that is, definitely opposite energy of this Queen of Cups, which came out in reverse. That spiritual team is coming through very clearly to say that you are on the level of Queen of Cups. You just need to prioritize yourself and to act as if. Anyways, in following through on this task, spiritual team is saying that there are other people, they're kind of grayed out in these spaces. Like they're not necessarily your friends. They're not necessarily for you or against you. You're not even on their radar. But in choosing yourself and following through with these tasks and being present as you're doing so, you're going to unlock them. And it's this twofold energy, as in it's for you, but it's also for them. Something about you being more present for yourself and choosing yourself, it unlocks them. It's like they come from being grayed out to coming in color. And it kind of feels like I said, they're not right now, they don't notice you, they're not for you or against you, they didn't have any opinions about you. But with you choosing yourself, now they do. Now it's kind of like, Oh, she seems interesting. What is he about? So it's very interesting energy because I don't think that it necessarily has anything to do with you. Like they're not going to correlate, ooh, this big girl is choosing herself, or this big guy is living out loud. It's not like that, like they correlated to you personally. But it's just kind of like this energy spiritual team is coming through to say, just being in the vicinity of greatness, just choosing to be greatness, to be big, to be yourself in the vicinity. It's kind of like opportunity meets talent meets opportunity type deal. It's just like because you chose yourself in this moment, something is unlocked. It could be an array of reasons why these people noticed you or found you attractive or wanted to get to know you, or it might just be you had a little fanny pack and they're like, is that Sheen or is that Coco Chanel? Like, I don't know. It could be, it doesn't matter. It's not really our spiritual team is just coming through to say it's minute as to the reason what attracted them to you. But because you chose to do you in the moment that you chose to do you in the space that you were in at that time, opportunity presents itself. So people will be unlocked that may have seemed grayed out. So it's kind of that energy of whether it's, we've all had these experiences, whether it's a school, club, work, organizations. You know how when you go into in an unknown environment with different people, you remember seeing people that later became your friends, your best friends, your enemy, and you had a perception of them at the time, but it was kind of grayed out. They may have kind of kept to themselves. They may have not given that much expression or personality, but now you guys are the best of friends and you never could have thought that their personality was what it was. So for me, that's what it's feeling like when someone's kind of grayed out, meaning we don't know them yet. They have not revealed themselves yet, and maybe we haven't revealed ourselves yet either, to coming in color and being like, maybe I could relate to that person because they did this. So yeah, so a lot of friendships, there's an opportunity to unlock a lot of friendships is coming through with this Six of Cups. The Six of Cups, yeah, with the Six of Cups. So love that for you. Okay, so again, these two cards came out on top of a series of other cards, and that was these unlocked friends in the form of Six of Cups and the Nine of Swords, which is that opportunity for leaving past habits where we overthought being presented to us. So underneath that we have the Two of Cups. So this is a space where, yes, I didn't realize, but now that I've being in this space fully unlocked, being myself fully and allowing myself to be seen, I didn't even realize that this is the place to be. So there's also this energy of perception. And you ever been to a party, a place, or a thing where we say, this is not for me, this is not really my vibe. Spiritual team is saying, like, also you weren't really being your full self, and because of that, if you were fully yourself at the time, you might have realized that this was your place, this was the spot, this was a great environment. So going into a meeting, going into a party, going into a restaurant, and you kind of have these perceived notions that the people that are there are already not my people, or how someone can go to a party and like they already feel like the party is gonna be lame before they even got there, and then lo and behold they get to the party and the party was lame. But how someone else could have a level of optimism and make the most of what what it is, even if it is lame, and still leave the party with a glass half full. It's kind of that energy. It's kind of that energy. So it's like fighting expectations versus reality, but not playing into either one of them, because it's red pill, blue pill, and kind of transcending the circumstance by deciding what it's going to be. Like I have chosen what this experience is going to be for me well before I walked into it. And that is quite the task. What spiritual team is saying that if you're able to do this, you'll actually learn, realize, understand that this was something that was meant for you. And I'm hearing the word qualifications. Ooh. Yeah, it's definitely giving qualifications. So optimism, higher vision, higher understanding, and as was presented earlier in this reading with the Four of Swords coming out, spiritual team said to be grounded in our knowing that we deserve. A part of doing that is like, if you did this work, you'll be good on that work. So the optimism shouldn't be a problem for us in the higher vision. Directly underneath that, we have the Hierophant. So it's gonna take discernment and being grounded and having done the work to be in this energy, to reap the rewards. I'm definitely getting that energy of those older games, and I'm hearing, you know, what it sounds like when Mario is collecting a lot of coins. It's definitely giving that. And like I said, this energy of going from something being grayed out to something coming out in color. Then we talked about unlocking friendships, unlocking environments, circumstances, experiences, just by showing up and truly being ourselves. So that takes discernment, that takes a sovereign mind, that takes someone who is grounded and rooted in their values. So I believe that's why the Hierophant has come out alongside the Two of Cups. So definitely, I hope you guys are doing the work on a daily basis. I know I am. Okay, so the Hierophant already come out, and this happened in the reading previous to this one, where the Hierophant and the High Priestess came out in the same spread, and I believe that is very significant. And so here we are with the High Priestess coming out in the resistant position. Directly on top of this Hierophant and the Two of Cups. So I already spoke with that. Discernment is very much needed and required. I was corrected. I said the discernment is very much needed, and then I heard required. Discernment is very much required during this time, and with it coming out in the resistant position, whoever this message is for, which I include myself in this. I feel like this is a me, your reading. We're inclined to kind of we need to tighten up. We're in the season. I'm not trying to miss out on no blessings. I'm not trying to miss out on no blessings, especially not on my account. Life is hard enough. Life is hard enough. I don't need to be getting in my own way at this point. For real. So yeah, the High Priestess. Okay. So definitely lock in, you guys. Okay, what I want to say with the High Priestess coming out is know what you value right now. Remind yourself on a daily basis of what you value. When you're faced with decisions, when you're faced with what are you spending your time doing, what are you going to do today, know what your values are. So, you know, do you value your freedom? Do you value your integrity? Do you value your happiness? Do you value your worthiness? Do you value your understanding of yourself? Do you value your soul? Do you value, I'm being reference to the Queen of Cups as I'm saying these things. Do you value your understanding? Do you value receiving? Do you value being in a calm space? Do you value your nervous system? Do you value what you're nurturing, what you're growing? I'm hearing protecting. Do you value what you're protecting, or what you have said in the past is worthy of protecting? Do you value your comfortability? Do you value your knowingness? Do you value your comfort? And as I'm saying, your comfort is not necessarily comfort zone. It's comfort. Do you value? So it's kind of like choosing to wear those beautiful show-stopping heels, or do you value your comfortability at the event and your ability to then be fully present and fully enjoy the environment and the people, because your feet being injured, your feet being in pain, your toes being crunched is taking away from your psyche as you're at the event. So do you value being seen more, or presenting yourself a certain way, or do you value the full experiencing yourself in the present moment? That's the deal. That's the message. So on the top right of the spread, we have the Devil card. As I'm saying that, what do you choose? Do you choose to choose yourself? Do you choose to choose your values? What do you value? So we will be faced with decisions for whoever this message is for, with the Devil card coming out upright, that keep us locked in, that keep us small, that keep us in states of conformity. And then I'm hearing the word weather. Yo, this spread is on fire. The Fool card, the Queen of Cups, the 10 of Cups, the Hierophant, the 2 of Cups, the High Priestess, the Sun card, and the Judgment card coming out, all in the same spread. This is not to be played with. We are definitely in a crossroads right now. And it's not a doom and gloom crossroads, but a revelation of our integrity and where we are right now, and a confrontation between what we say we want and our willingness to meet what we say we want, and to show up as the one who said we wanted what we wanted. So that means that even if you're the only one in the classroom and they say, any questions? Yes, I do not understand. To be that brave one. Okay? So, and then I named all those cards, and I said all that to say, the Temperance card coming out as well? Are you kidding me? So the Temperance card is coming out. Whoa! The Temperance card is coming out directly underneath the Devil card, you guys. Choosing timelines. If you've never seen it before, choosing timelines. And so, especially with the Temperance card coming out underneath the Devil card, it's like, this is who is reigning right now. This is what is reigning. And when I say who, I mean the state of being. This is who is reigning, because both is us. But if you've ever been a person that's rooted for the underdog, with the Temperance card coming out underneath, that's the energy. In the spiritual community, if you're really about that life, you know that the divine writes our checks. The divine paves our ways. So we're not really concerned with that with that supervisor, with that boss, with that corporate world, with the government telling us what it is, because the divine tells us what it is. You know what I'm saying? There's always a higher authority, so we need not worry about what our external circumstances persist in telling us, or persist in showing us, or proclaiming to us, because we know, I'm hearing, our God is greater. So that's the energy. Love that for us. So it's definitely giving underdog energy, and that's letting me know, to let us know that our circumstances can be like make us shake the ground that we're in. It can be very intimidating, but to know. So in this environment, for the scenario that was coming up at the pool party, the environment may very well not be inviting. You know, even though we've had this reading, it may be very much, a lot of skinny people, and be surrounded by a lot of people that have made it known that perception is reality, and that, it may be a model type event or something like that. Regardless of that, the message still stands. So I say that just to say, whatever your scenario or circumstance is that you're facing with, I'm hearing corporate as well. Perhaps someone is in a corporate environment. They have a presentation to do, or there's an interview, and the people there, the knowing, the stigma there, what's being marketed there is this energy of robust, this is what it looks like to be successful in this environment. So with the devil card versus the temperance card coming out, is definitely this energy of the environment is not necessarily going to be welcoming for you to get up out of your seat and walk in your bathing suit to that buffet table as worthy. The corporate environment may not be so welcoming to you, in your spaghetti strap. Not that you're going in this corporate environment in your spaghetti strap, but you might feel like that amongst the other people. You might feel there's something about you that is unique, like I said. And that's why spiritual team was saying, with the Six of Cups coming out, that these people that are grayed out, by you being present, it unlocks something within them that also it's for them and it's for you, and it also unlocks their intrigue, their attractiveness to you, because what's in you is in everybody else too, whether they choose to acknowledge it or not. So yeah, I'm seeing someone who maybe doesn't dress necessarily like everyone else. Like, they're still professional. They're not going to the interview or giving their presentation as unprofessional per se, but based off of looks alone, others may perceive that they have an upper hand over you, because they have the prim and proper tie, and they have the skirt and the heels, and they know exactly, and they had the means to be exactly what is expected in that environment. But here you are, maybe your hair is a little shaggy, or I don't know, whatever your pizzazz is, your uniqueness is, that you also are bringing into this corporate environment, that others may give a second look or say like, interesting attire you've decided today for this presentation. Like, someone may say like, there's a presentation today, right? And maybe kind of like, they didn't say outright your outfit, but like they try to imply low-key your outfit. It's that energy. Don't be shaken nor stirred, because I'm squabbling up for you, and so is the divine. Divine said that you were good, so that's all that matters. Not begin the attitude. So anyways, maintain your temper, maintain your temperament, to know that you are the underdog, to know that I'm hearing wave shock, you set the tone, you're the standard, they just don't know it yet. Okay, so on the right of the spread we have the Queen of Wands. You guys, I'm telling you, this spread is on fire. I might need to take a picture of this and post it so you guys can see it and collect the energy as well, because I have to say, out of all the readings I've done, this one, like the Ace of Swords coming out, the truth is what? And then the Ace of Wands, this is you. So spiritual team is saying, yes, you in your fullness, be present as much as you possibly can as you continue to be your full self, walking forward, moving forward, knowing that progression is available to you. And like we said earlier, at the top of the spread, one of the first cards that came out was the Three of Coins. You have had experiences in the past where others did not so generously provide or graciously provide your right to passage, yet and still, however, you were always meant for that rite of passage. You were always meant for that lending and opening hand. You were always meant to receive. You were always meant to be given to. So with this knowing, spiritual team is hoping that whoever this message is for will walk through the doors knowing and expecting to receive. That's the message, you guys, as the Queen of Wands. So know that you're it, regardless of, you know, whatever your perception of yourself. If you feel like you're overweight, or you feel like you're not, you know, you don't look like everyone else, or you don't talk like everyone else, or you're not presenting like everyone else, that you are the Queen of Wands and you're meant to pave the way, that the divine paves your way, the divine writes your checks, the divine, the divine, the divine. And like I said, the card that came out way to the left at the beginning of the spread when I was shuffling was the Ten of Cups. So wish fulfillment. You set intentions for this, so don't be surprised when it's presented to you, and don't hesitate to put that foot in that jar, in that door that opened a jar for you. Yep, that was for me. Yep, that number, they called my number. And to stand up quickly, swiftly, without hesitation. Love that for you. You guys, I'm on fire. Someone at a previous job that I worked at said that, and I was like, I'm on fire. So yeah, that's the message, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed. If you're looking for your own personal reading, check out the link in the bio. Check out my website. Learn about me, because I am the one. I'm definitely a one-stop shop. If you book with me, you won't regret it. And yeah, like, I'm the real deal. So just in case you didn't know. So yeah, again, if you're looking for a short form, direct to the point reading, you can book me under hot takes. Or if you're looking for an all you can ask Oracle Den, I have that available there. Also follow me on Instagram. I will be opening my Etsy shop very soon, where I'm going to be providing candles, mojo bags, and more other fun items. So it's just gonna be absolutely amazing. I'm so excited. I can't even tell you all the things that are being presented and becoming available for me are amazing. And I mean, I would love to take you with me. I would love to bring you guys with me if you're about that life. I'm the type of person that when I rise, I bring everybody that that has helped me out with me. So that's just, you know, if you're trying to hitch a ride, I mean, like, I'm the place to be. Also, there are many ways to contribute to my readings. You can Venmo me, PayPal me, Cash App me. All of that is appreciated. But you can also contribute to my readings by visiting my Etsy wish list. You can contribute by visiting my Amazon wish list. And if there's any decks that you guys would like me to have, let me know as well. And you can do that through those ways as well. So that's pretty much it, you guys. Keep a lookout for my post I'll be posting in the community tab, I think it's called, of my mojo bags that will be coming out as well. So love that for me. That's pretty much it, you guys. Check me out. Bye.